chaotic scenes in the Asawase constituency in the Ashanti region. And if you're listening to us on radio, you can hear, the noise at the background. Now, let's get to the Asawase constituency. Our correspondent Erastus Asaridonko is there. Erastus, thank you very much for joining us this morning. Tell us why this confusion. What is the cause of these chaotic scenes?
It appears to me that this is the parliamentary candidate who just passed by a short while ago with military escort into his vehicle. This is Muntaka Mubarak. Now, who is there? Yep. He is there at this particular center. We'll get Erastus to chip in for us with some clarity. Now, you have on the scene military men, well-armed military men in their full apparel, trying to maintain law and order in this particular area there. The scenes look very agitated. They seem to be forming some sort of a barrier. Question is, what are they protecting? As these pictures begin to stream in, the military officers themselves seem very agitated. The argument between the military officers, some of them, and these civilians. I see this gentleman who's trying to talk to this military officer to at least calm him down. This appears pretty chaotic in Asawase. Asawase has always been boiling.
It has, Evans. It's always been boiling.
Flashpoint.
And it's one of the constituencies the NPP have targeted as part of the Agenda 47 in the Ashanti region. And the information that came in earlier indicated that the NDC's Mohammed Mubarak Muntaka was in the lead and looked like winning the constituency. I do not know whether that is the reason why we have this chaos. We'll be getting to Erastus shortly. Once we get Erastus on the line, we'll be finding out what the cause is. But like you're saying, you can see military men assisting the police in calming down.
But I almost saw it looks like a police officer who is talking to a military officer to either calm down. I mean, okay, this is Muntaka Mubarak.
Yes.
That's Muntaka Mubarak in your shot. Being escorted away now by a group of police officers and some plainclothes individuals who look like civilians. As we watch these pictures unfold, I mean, this is pretty late in the day. This is almost 1 a.m.
Yeah.
And this is beginning to unfold as results become clearer. I guess tensions such as this begin to build up. And now we've heard the NDC say at the press conference we just witnessed, asking their members to mass up at collation centers.
Exactly, Evans, and this is where the challenge or the problem begins. Now, yes, in 2008 it was done, but in 2008 you had a national strong room where you could besiege. In 2020, you have constituency collation centers, and the NDC is saying, go there and ensure that you are not cheated. Nobody says you cannot go to a collation center. You would have been at your, polling station. At the collation center, the party agents and observers are allowed in the collation center so they can observe the process. And if there are any issues, your agents are expected to deal with these issues on your behalf. I am saying, look, at this point in time, yes, you need to ensure that you have victory, but you ensure that with your agents. You ensure victory with your agents and not ensure victory with your people massing up at the collation center. I do not want to have a situation, as we're seeing in Asawase, and anything could happen. So far, this election has gone on well. Let us end well.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty troubling pictures from Asawase as we begin to watch this unfold there.
Erastus Asaridonko has joined us, Evans. Let's speak to Erastus and find out the cause of the confusion in the Asawase constituency. So, Erastus, thank you very much for joining us. Now, we've seen the confusion in the Asawase constituency. What's the cause of this confusion?
Well, I can tell you that there was some clash between the supporters of Alhaji Muntaka Mubarak who have gathered here in their numbers, jubilating before this barrier. As you can see, there is a barrier initiated here before you get to the collation center, and there are a number of military men gathered here
plus armored vehicles, preventing people from crossing over to the other side where the collation is being done. But the supporters have gathered here behind the barricade in their numbers, jubilating. They claim that per their collation, they have Muntaka is winning in excess of about 17,000. That's what they claim. So they are jubilating. So from nowhere, we saw one military man started whipping them when Muntaka was entering. They wanted to clear the crowd from here, and they started whipping the crowd with wires, a bunch of wires, and it got the crowd angry. Some of them started throwing stones towards the military officers, and so the military officers, some of them also charged into the crowd and started beating them, kicking some of them, rolling their motorbikes over. So it turned into a whole lot of chaotic scenery right here, with some of the supporters also trying to fight back, some of them trying to kick some of the military men. That is what turned the member of parliament for Asawase, Muntaka Mubarak. He got out of his vehicle and started protesting, and the crowd went haywire. So for about 10 minutes, it was a clash between the military and the supporters who had gathered here, until the military were able to drive them out. Currently, you can see them standing over to the other side. The military men have also formed a barricade over here, trying to prevent the crowd from coming back to this end. And so I must say that it's quite some level of tension here with the crowd not moving. They say they are not moving an inch. They are here because of Alhaji Muntaka Mubarak. They think that they have won the elections. They are staying here until the declaration is done. The military will also want to maintain a certain level of space and will not want the crowd to come closer to the barricade. And so currently, that is what is happening here at Asokore Mampong in the Asawase Constituency, where the collation is being done.
Was anybody?
I want to stepping out, obviously, because of the a lot of noise in there that we need to get resolved. But Erastus, what we're trying to picture is, so this situation that we have described, and we are watching live visuals now. We still have a heavy military presence in the area. Has this now been resolved? I see. Is it the picture I see? Is it that? And I see somebody just being pushed. Has people been arrested? Is it that things and properties have been vandalized also?
Yes, the gentleman you saw being shipped right there was urinating, and he got shipped by the military man, and he was pushing him over to their side. And that is what has been happening for some time now, and you can see them gathering in here. Without provocation, some of the military men were shipping them with wires, and this is what gets them angry, and they also try to retaliate, and it creates that kind of confusion right here. So you can see them complaining over there. The gentleman was urinating, and the military man went over to ship him with a barbed wire, and so it got them angry, and you can see them complaining to the officers over there. This is what has been happening for some time now. I don't know what is creating that, but it looks like the military want to maintain their superiority here. They want to maintain that balance. They want to cut them off from this particular area. They do not want them to come close, but the supporters insist of coming close and staying here until the results are declared. And so that is what has been happening in the past 1 hour as we speak here.
Erastus, thank you very much. Erastus obviously coming to us from Asawase, one of those constituencies that has been topical because of, for all the wrong reasons, mainly because of the violence that it seemed to have